to me, I look at like my performance of my songs as some form of activism or something where it's like
Mm-hmm.
trying to educate with hopefully not being too preachy or whatever. But basically, the way I introduce this tune is that say that there's 65, maybe 75,000 AI songs uploaded every single day to streaming, which means do the math on this very quickly. It's just being flooded with AI content.
Yeah.
The entire corpus of recorded music that we know and love today will gradually shrink by percentage until it's quite literally less than 1%. It will be 100% AI music.
Oh, I see.
And this song was the day after that
Wow.
happens. Today became the saddest day with a tragic clip from a morning DJ. The singer has no more breath to spare, so there's only one song left to play. There's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Say, waiting for the silence, and the music drifts away.
Ooh, nice.
Make it last like a photograph. Stand it up on your behalf. Not from the conductor to the first chair, to read the last note from the staff. But I heard my own voice coming out loud and clear. And I knew that this is the last song I'll hear. This is the last song I'll ever hear. Eye to eye with the silence, I voice my concern. There's nothing to fill up this space anymore. Inside of the silence, outsiders go unheard. There's nothing to fill up this space anymore. There's nothing to fill up this space anymore. The streets are empty again today. All the artists have all gone away. And now the music comes from who knows where. And not a single human note was played. There's nothing much I can do. It's not like we get a say. So settle in for the silence. Settle in for the silence. Settle in for the silence. And the music drifts away.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that doesn't resolve.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like the groove too.
Props to Andy Santispago, who is such a beautiful, beautiful player.
Is that the bass or the
Um,
drummer? Or?
No, he is
Oh, the
playing
slide.
the pedal steel.
Oh, the pedal steel. Yeah, I wasn't sure if
Good
that was the
God, yeah,
same.
the drummer is great. That's Dave Brophy. He's played
Yeah,
with plays with a number of folks and tours regionally.
that's great.
The bass player is Joe McMahon, who is another mainstay here in our
Sounds
scene.
great.
He's These are fantastic players. I'm so lucky.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, all the playing, and that was a, I mean, that's a real drummer and everything.
oh yeah, he's a great jazz
You
drummer.
never
He
know.
can play any style.
Yeah, so
And
good.
he's the producer of this too, so he
Oh,
is
cool.
really actively involved in helping me realize these things. So,
I like the,
um,
I don't know if there was like an added clap or snare.
yeah, there's some claps in there. Settle in for the silence.
Just elevated it. It was really cool.
Yeah, and the thing I like about him, aside from being like super hands-on, and just really helping, I don't want it all to be from my brain, right? Like I want people to be actively involved and help, especially since he's a drummer.
Yeah,
He's very, very good about arranging and everything. But one
that's
of the
cool.
best things about him too is just that he wants it to be human,
Yeah.
right? So he's like, we could do a very sort of traditional sound for me, but he likes to keep it sort of stark and clean and modern because it sort of matches the topic
Hmm.
matter.
Yeah.
But also, he's not the type that's like, let's tune all the vocals and get
Mm-mm.
it. It's like, let's have it be human beings in a
Right.
room.
Right.
And he is really, so even though he's trying to make it sound modern and like all that, I love that there's a very human aspect to it, which is, it's great for a song like that that just has a
Right.
lot of
Yeah, and it
organic
sounds
feel.
really, really polished. The bass playing was really cool. Subtle, but like, ooh, there's a little
Yeah, 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 yeah.
nice. Are those guys that you play with on a regular, or are they guys you hire for the studio?
More the latter.
Yeah.
The guys who I have a bunch of folks who know my stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and so I can kind of like book. It makes booking easier, to be honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like, okay, got a thing, who can play?
Yep.
And though I do have a core set of guys who I've played with for now over, God, actually, it's like I think 14 or 15 years.
Yeah. Crazy.
They're great.
Nice.
Bass player who can also sing and play keys, and he's a
Mm,
great bass player, really talented musician, and that's Peter Fernandez. And then a drummer, Dave DeSimone. Again, played
nice.
with him for that long too, and he's just a rock solid drummer, also really good arranger. And I love this about him too. Like, if we're as soon as we get on stage, he'll actually be like, "Oh, can you turn up the treble on the guitar or whatever?" Like he's always mixing in
Oh,
his head,
really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I don't really think that way, so it's like really good to have somebody who's got an ear for that,
Right.
and is looking to balance the whole band and everything. So,
Are those lyrics in that song on Bandcamp?
I think so.
I'm looking right now. Yeah, it looks.
Here's what I'm trying to do, Chris.
Trying to find the lyrics of that one. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
I got to do an episode on this on my podcast, but I want to do, I think, lyrics only on Bandcamp or other, like Subvert, for instance, a new platform,
Yeah.
and not put them up on streaming. So, in other words, make people who want to hear the lyrics
Mm-hmm.
go to where I want them to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I only put them on Bandcamp. I don't know where else to put them.
yeah, there's a service called Music Match that
Okay,
will.
so maybe it like
You have to
aggregates.
sync it, and it'll do like it'll
Gotcha.
do those things. And it'll work on Apple Music and Pandora and Tidal and
Okay.
all the other ones too.
Maybe I just haven't
But
used it.
the fact is, like I mean, I pulled my stuff from Spotify, but none of the streaming apps are that great for us. It's like they don't
No.
really help, and it's good when people want to look it up or whatever. But it's like for the most part, I got to drive them there anyway, so I may as well drive them to some place where there might be a chance of a purchase. So
Yeah, it's like sad when you're at a show and you're like, it's on streaming. Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Go find my music for free.
yeah.
It doesn't feel right.
I know.
And who's gonna do it?
It's not like I have my you can maybe see back there. I have like a little thing with the QR code, and that
Yeah.
basically goes to like I think the thing it goes to like my Patreon,
Yeah.
and it goes to the places that I want people to go to.
Right.
I just think, I had like for instance for my show on Saturday, I had people who were there
stayed for the whole set, even though it's like kind of a bar cafe type vibe.
Yeah.
And came up afterwards and they were like, "Oh, I got your car. I'm gonna look you up and all." And I'll see on streaming, like I'll get a few hits or whatever
Mm-hmm.
here and there, but it's like it's just it's just very very hard to have that happen and expect it to turn into a relationship between like like one of the people at the show was like, "You got a new fan, like I love your stuff," and what I was like, "Okay, that's great, like I love to
Yeah.
hear that."
So,
But is that actually going to translate once they're on streaming? Because streaming is going to make sure that they're going to try to make sure that doesn't happen.
yeah.
So someone's going to look up a song they heard and they're like, "Oh, that was a cool song," and then they're going to play like the new Kurt Vile song right after that, and not
Right.
which is great, by the way.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
So, but like it's they're trying to disaggregate the relationship because it takes our power away. So
So
that's kind
that
of a hard thing.
might be a good segue into your thing now. So what's your main goal for your next whatever next year for that's mapped out with you're kind of quitting the streaming services, right?